All right, guys. So today we are going to create our very first Java project, and I'm going to show you how to do that in Eclipse. So let's go. So to create a Java project in Eclipse, we're going to start by creating our project here. So you come here and click, and you select Java project, and you have here on the screen create a Java project, enter a Java project name. So the name we're going to give will be my first Java project. And you're given the name, and you see here, use default location. That's actually where the folder will be saved. So the Java project is actually a folder that you are creating on your machine where all the files related to your application or your Java program are going to be stored. So my first Java project, and we have here the path to where the folder is going to be stored. So that means that if you want to get access to the files in that particular folder later, you definitely know where the folder is located on your machine. And here you have the Java runtime environment. Use an execution environment, JRE. So if you have installed a particular execution environment on your machine, you'll be able to choose that here. And if you want to use a specific Java runtime environment for this project, for your project that you're building, you can also be able to choose that from here. And also we have here the project layout is actually how the files are going to be organized or classified in your folder. You have here, create separate folders for sources and class files. And so I think this is good for the project that we are creating here. And when everything is set, all you have to do is to click on finish. So after clicking on finish, and if you want to see your Java project that you've just created right now, you can go into your computer and then look for the path that that was showing on that screen here, or you can come here and click on restore here, and you have your Java project folder here. You have my first Java project, and down you have the source folder inside that project. So after creating the project, the next step will be to create a class. Okay, and one thing we need to remember here is that the basic unit of a Java program is a class. So we cannot have a Java program without a class. So every Java program will definitely have one class. Okay, we have at least one class. And if you want to create a class, all you have to do is you can either click here and then select class, or you can come here, click on file, and you click on new, and then you choose class here. And when you click on class here, you have here the source folder, that is my first Java project. That means that the class that you are creating belongs to your my first Java project. Okay, if, for example, if you click on browse here, you will see that you have different choices. If you have various projects on your computer, for example, and you want to create a class for a specific project, you can choose that project here. But for us, the class that we are creating belongs to the My First Java project, and I think it's good to go here. And what after that, you have to type the name for your class. We give it the name of My First Java project. And one thing to remember here is that when you give a name to your class, you always have to make sure that that name starts with a capital letter, you know, an uppercase letter. If you give it a lowercase letter, it's not going to save your class. So the names of classes in Java must start with upper cases. It must be start with upper cases letters. And here we have the modifiers. We'll click on public. Now that is to say that our class is going to be a public class, and it's going to inherit from a superclass, java.lang.object. When we're going to talk about heritages, we will definitely understand what a superclass means. But for the time being, I think we are good to go. And then here, which method stubs would you like to create? So like I was saying that the basic unit of a Java program is a class. And so that means that a Java program would at least have one class, okay? And that one class would definitely be the class main. And if you can recall the previous videos when we were talking about how a program is run or executed in Java, we could see that after compilation, the bytecode files will be executed, and we have 3 stages, and you have the class loader. And during that stage, we could see that the class main is the first class that will be loaded into a memory and then be interpreted into a machine language. So for our program that we are building here, we just need one class, and that class will definitely be a main class. So how to tell our machine that this class that we are creating is going to be our main class is by clicking here where it's written public static void main. So when you click here, what it's basically going to do is that it's going to make this class that we are creating here the main class for our program. And also remember that in a Java program, we cannot have 2 main classes, okay? We can only have one main class. So this class is going to be our main class. And the program can have various classes, and we're going to have the time to see that in the coming videos. But for the first project that we are building here, we're going to have just one class. So, and after you click on public static void here, all you have to do is click on finish. All right. So when you click on finish, this is what you get on the screen. You have public class, okay, because we defined it as a public class, my first Java project, and you have here public static void main, string args here. So this is basically to tell you that this class here is our main class where we are going to write our arguments. And then what we're going to do is we're going to write some code, system that out, that print line hello world. This is my first program. So this is the first line, the first statement that we have written in our code. And I'm going to explain basically what this means. So this system that out that print line is actually a statement that is telling our computer to examine, to output whatever is written between these brackets here. So in Java, the statement to output anything on your screen is the system that out that print line. Okay, so it's basically telling the system, okay, you have to evaluate anything that we have written between these parentheses. Okay, and if you want to see basically what is going to be the output of this code that we've just written here, you can come and click here on run. When you click on run, so you can see the output here. Hello world, this is my first program. So just like I was saying, that this statement system that out that print line is evaluating whatever is written between the parentheses here. Okay, so we have between the parentheses and the quotation marks, we have written hello world, this is my first programs. And when you click on run, this is the output that you have on your screen here. So I think this is a program. It's very simple, basic one for this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk more about this statement system that out that print line, and explain more details concerning it. But thank you for viewing, and I hope this video has been informative and helpful, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again.